acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with a cat?
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers.
Bobby Gold to kick off for San Francisco.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game.
Fielded in the end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
Carry for Leonard Fournette. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle made at the 24.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, here's Fournette. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
Fred Warner in.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up the 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun is Minshew. Connection made with Chenault. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. Jonathan Taylor, 46 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
48-yard line.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfect. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Buccaneers.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Justin Watson, 75 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
On for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
The 42-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 11 at the 41. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the option. 54 yards on the ground.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Niners.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run here with Taylor.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
He was brought down by...
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll come out in the pistol. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Gardner Minshew, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
56, the mark, bro. 56, take it.
From the gun, it's Brady. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack on 1st down, Brady. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. We'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. A pretty good return, all things considered, but hold it.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Leo. Any weapon.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was brought down by...
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Team 6.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The 45-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Levante David in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. 23 yards to pick up there. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk there to make the grab. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. On the return is Pettis. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Minshew. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Looking up to the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Tight end left. Tight end left. 3 down, 3 down. Check 27. Eyes on 27. Hey, Alabama.
Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
This time they stay on the ground, and he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Shadow. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. You ain't going nowhere. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. When he hits.
From the gun, Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Brady's pass intercepted.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. The ball is free. Taylor lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 38, Minshew. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Fournette. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Leonard Fournette.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This is out quickly to the right, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Watch the screen. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. Hey, gold 66. Let's get this. Get this. Gold bandit.
On play action, now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
42-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
19-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
49er first down. 1st and goal.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around.
Minshew sets to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll look to run with Taylor, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
56.
Now Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down and 8.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Alert 3. Regular. Switch.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Brady Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. A shotgun give to Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Eric Armstead brought him down. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. On play action, it's Brady. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
To
Justin Watson. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Come on. 59's Mike. Smooth. Check, 59. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Get it.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
I got you. I got you. Like 56. Check it.
To try again after the sack. Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because They have really struggled to make headway through the air.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
19-yard line.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go, go.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now Minshew. He will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis there to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Niners 56. Buccaneers.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
And this is 3rd down.
Again, it's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Get out the field, defense. Check. No, 66.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 4 down, running out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line. Tonight's final score, Niners.
The Charles on the losing side of things. They didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.